Welcome guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Shidu VTC and you're watching the jump up. I don't know if most of how many of you that might remember the video I made, the last video I made on the trays I'm currently taking. Or rather the trays I was currently live on last week Friday. And when I made the video about this particular position, gold and Bitcoin, when I declared the interest of going short on it. So basically these are the trades and they end up playing out the same Friday. Remember when I did this video, this one has already played out already. We are somewhere around this point when I did this video. Somewhere around here. When I told you guys that the first one has closed and now we're waiting for a second one to run out. And this is the second one here, as you guys can see. It has actually played out successfully. This is the second one here, as you can see. It smashed our TP before the week runs out and that was a win anyways. I will thank God for it. So I don't know if there will be any need for me to repeat what I traded and the reason why I traded it. Just like I told you guys, see something. But for the sake of those who have not watched that, video, let me repeat the reason why what I traded. If you guys look at gold has been on a channel, which I explained that it has maintained a channel. This is the channel here. It started this channel from here and it's been reaching out inside within this channel. As you guys can see, right here, this was the first trade push here for success. Then we're actually waiting for a channel breaker because, as you can see, this channel has actually it has made the channel for a while, a while now. So we're expecting a breaker somewhere around here. So it actually touched this upper side, which we are expecting it to to broke from that point. That is from here, something like this. But unfortunately, looking at it, as you guys can notice, there was no proper engulfing candle that we're able to give it that momentum to be able to push and break the channel. So we waited and watched it. So now what will happen? In between this channel here, it gave us the first let me remove this so I can see it clearly. In between the channel now we have the first rejection somewhere around here. So when we had this rejection, which was above this high, because we actually do our this thing at this point, waiting for the market to come in and see what the market gonna do around here. But unfortunately, market came and mitigated and start going up, meaning that this particular breakout, it's not gonna break up from this spot. So this one does not hold. So when he gave us this particular spot, we also marked this spot and took our distance, then extended it and watch what happened. Lo and behold, as you can see, the market actually came into this particular rectangle, which we do, and also gave us what an engulfing sell-off. So this engulfing sell-off signal that the market is about to break. This was a double top, which shows the market is about to break towards this to break the channel. Well, to be on the safer side, what we do is that we took two trades. First of all, we took the first one and take our take profit at the lower low. This is a lower low here. At this lower low, which even eventually the market end up not breaking the channel, at least it should be able to mitigate this lower low and continue the upward trend. So obviously, it mitigated the lower low, broke the channel, and retested the channel. This is the retest of the channel right here. If you can see it clearly, here we have a retest of the channel here. This is the retest of this channel here. It broke into the channel, had a retest. As you guys can see, this is the channel it broke. Then it had a retest. If you look at it very well, it was a retest with an engulfing candle. That's to show that this actually breakout was a quality one. And lo and behold, we had a downward descent. This is another 15-minute time frame. That's why you see that there are so many candles on it. We had a downward descent. So it's actually a success. Then the second trade again, which I told you guys, I said I'm gonna trade to gold and Bitcoin. Actually, we lost Bitcoin. We lost Bitcoin. This is the Bitcoin trade here. Which this was the trade on Friday trade here. The reason why now Bitcoin trade 24 hours. So happens um this one happens from Saturday and the rest. Okay. Now this was on Friday also on Bitcoin. I traded a trend line breakout. Of now, most if you guys remember most time, I always say guys I don't often trade trend line because I don't trust trend lines. So I don't trust trend line breakers, so I don't often trade it. And or let's say rather I don't have the best trading strategy for trend line breakers. So most times I always tend to lose it. That's why I don't often trade it. But I traded this trend line breaker because I was anticipating that Bitcoin gonna break um towards the downside. But even if it doesn't break towards the downside, at least it should come down to this channel. Bitcoin is continuing on the channel just like good. This was the channel here. So guys can these are the two channel. And it's been ranging within them. So I expected it since he made something like a trend line breakout of the spot, it should come on to this zone. This is what I mean. This is exactly what I mean here. Since this has broken this particular trend line and they retested it up here, it should come down to somewhere here. Then to know whether it can continue or not. Okay. But unfortunately, as you can see, it did not, it did nothing like that. It just broke the trend line, we tested it, come down to this place and continue the upward move. So we actually lost Bitcoin, but we made profit on gold. So overall, we actually profited because what we lost is gold was like more like a risk to one to. I think gold should be 1 to 8, if I'm not mistaken, because I actually risk $35 on gold. For me to I risked $35 and I made 250. So that should be 1 to 8 or thereabout. So we lost Bitcoin and obviously we won gold and we are still profitable, like massively profitable on it. Now, this also the some other trades I also took on Bitcoin within the week, or rather within the weekend actually. This was the one I took on Saturday. So you guys can see this is Saturday, January 4th. Okay. I took this trade because Bitcoin actually came to this channel. It tested this channel, signaling that it's about to go down a little. Understand? So I was actually waiting for it to come and make the second leg. That is, if it's actually when I go down. So to and make a second leg, something like this within this zone, or maybe above it with an engulfing candle, then push down to this zone. But now I was actually looking forward to trading two things. I was actually looking forward to trading this particular movement. This particular movement is the movement toward the upside, and this second movement. I was looking forward to trade these two movements, this one and this one. Okay. Now, but let's say unfortunately, when you came here, once your mind is set on something, you tend to be biased towards it anyways. When it sets here, when you came here, it gave us this first, this was the first, I will mark this one. This was the first one here. So you guys can see this was the first sharp rejection it gave us here. So we took our two, just like we used to do it. We take from the wick of the candle to the closing of the body candle, we extended it, and the candle actually came to it again with this small candlestick, as you can see, and it gave us an engulfing candle, which was here. So we actually thought it's gonna continue. You gonna make something like this. You're gonna make a movement like this, something like this. As it went up here, touch here, come down here, then it should continue to until it get to this zone. But unfortunately, we cannot enter this trade up here. And I could have known that I was also thinking about most of these big entry can doesn't actually often play out most of the time. So it gave us this. I will not. I was unable to. Sorry, I could not enter my entry somewhere up here because to me it's very big. And if I enter my long up here, if I enter my long up here, as you can see, it will be more like a risk of 1 to 1, and I don't take such risk 1 to 1. So what I do was I brought down my this thing into this thing they call it is it what the smart money people call it, they call it order block, into this small order block here. I place my entry on it, then put my stop loss, as you guys can see. My stop loss was supposed to be below here, but I sent it to this place. So I think in case even if you want to have a sweep, you should be able not to be able to sweep me out. And what happened? The market came, it came down to this place, took our entry, went halfway because this was halfway to our take profit, and it went down and we lost. When we lost this first one, that was on Saturday. I accepted my loss and I continued looking for opportunity. Now it came down to the second option again. This was the second entry point again, as you can see. It also gave me this sharp rejection here. So I took my tool again. Remember, we are actually looking forward to trading the first. Remember, guys, I'm looking forward to trading two things within the channel. The the upward movement to the retest and the downward movement from the retest down to the channel breakout. Now, okay, we came here. It also gave us this one. This was the first. Some people trade this in as entry candle. They call it what they call it? Is this shooting star what? Shooting star and engulfing buy. This in between candle with so some people actually take this trade from here to upwards. But I don't take shooting stars. I only trade the engulfing candle. So I waited. It came up here, still went down to this point and give me this engulfing entry. This was the engulfing entry I traded actually. This second entry. this particular candlestick. This was the candlestick I traded. So when he gave me this enter candlestick, I just waited. I saw this one tapping small. I took it from this smallest tapping and I rided it. And I placed my stop loss at the week, which this was lower week, so I bought it down somewhere downward than that, just down here. And I placed my stop loss there and I took my take profit at the top here. Remember, this was my top. This particular rejection up here was what I took as my top. This rejection here was what I took as my take profit and I extended it. As you guys can see, I was actually supposed to take it up to this point, but I said to take my profit here because sometimes it happens. Market can just come and flush out this rejection and fail to get to the stop. So I take profit at the topmost of this rejection, and what happened? The market just came exactly at our take profit, take us out, and said going down. So that was it, and we thank God for the trade as well. So this was the I actually had two trades today, this one and this one. So the first one was not loud. Actually, rather I went halfway and reverse and we lost because I told you guys I don't take my profit halfway. Either I take my profit in full or I accept my loss. So would not take it. It just went up here, sorry, and went halfway and when that we lost it. And second one actually took us. So in other words, overall actually because this one is was more like a risk of a ratio of risk one to either 1 to 4, 1 to 5 thereabouts. So, and this one just one. So even if you minus this one from the one we took, we still have around that 300% profit left or 400% profit left. So we actually profitable on it also. So these are just look at the two trades I took on the weekend, on Saturday, which was this day. The other one, the two I showed you yesterday was the other two I showed you was the gold and the Bitcoin was actually the one I took on Friday also. We're actually looking forward for you to get to this. As you guys can see, it's already coming down to this second trend line of the channel. The way it gets to this point, we now watch what might happen. So whatever it gives us an entry to go up. Fine. If it doesn't give us, if it gives us a breakout towards the downside. We also, but I don't trade trend line breakout. Only if it gives us a breakout like something like this, that's when I'll be looking forward to going short on it. If you give me a breakout, let's say something like this, it came to this point. Let's say it came here, I do small range, then now breakout. You now come up here, something like this, go down like this, then give me something like this again. I will not take short. But if it doesn't give me anything like this, I'm not trading. Trading is not about knowing what you want and waiting for it to happen. If it doesn't happen, then they go. As guys can only trade I mostly trade double top and double bottom. So if it doesn't happen, I don't trade. And most of the time I tend to trade trend line, I always tend to lose. So I just want to cut my losses short. That's why I stop trading trend line. So thank you for being with me. Thank you for watching my video. In case you are not subscribed to this channel, please do subscribe. If you are watching me for the first time, also I just want to say you should also turn on your notification and share videos to your friends too who might really be needing this because I have people who are actually losing money out there that will want to learn motion trading. If you're also interested in reaching out to me on trading, you can also do so. My DM is always open to everyone. Thank you and enjoy your day.